Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of December 22nd through the 28th. The deck that I'm using today is my Russian deck of St. Petersburg. And so on Monday, Capricorn, what you have is you have the Hierophant in reverse. And this is just telling me on Monday you're being the Christmas rebel. You're doing things different. You're not following the normal Christmas traditions. You're not following normal traditions in general. So in other words, you're not doing anything on Monday that has been done forever and ever just because it has always been done forever and ever. You're doing things on Monday because they feel right to you, they feel good to you, and if it's not a regular tradition, well, maybe it will be by next year. So let's see, Tuesday, what do we have? We have the Ace of Swords coming up. And the Ace of Swords really talks about a situation where you are passing along. Well, wait a second, this is not upside down, this is right side up. So this is actually a situation where you are receiving information today. And this is like where an epiphany comes in, an enlightenment or an awakening. This is big time information. This is the type of information that changes how you look at your life and how you look at your interactions with others, and has you kind of adjusting as you move forward in those areas. Now, Wednesday, what we have coming up is we have the Judgment card. So now this happens to be Christmas Eve. And so on Wednesday, what's coming up is you were going to be faced with a situation that you need to make a decision about, and it's going to be really important on Wednesday to make sure that you consider all the different possible outcomes and all the different possible consequences, because your decision is going to affect way more than just you whenever you make it on Wednesday. All right, so that is Wednesday, Capricorn. Thursday, what you have coming up excuse me, is the King of Coins in reverse. King of Coins in reverse. Now this is Christmas Day. And the King of Coins in reverse, how interesting that this would come up on Christmas Day, Capricorn. Something is definitely up in your world. This is just saying that on Christmas Day you will be feeling it. You have been very generous to a particular person or maybe a particular group in your life, and what is going on is you're starting to realize that they have actually taken advantage of that generosity and not appreciated it, but basically abused it. And so on Christmas Day you are deciding enough of that. You're stopping the flow. No more generosity headed in that direction from you. What an interesting card for Christmas Day. I'm sad for you that you have to have that revelation on that day. Okay, so Capricorn for Friday. Yeah, 9 of Coins. Now the 9 of Coins is actually a very good card. This is a sweetness card. This card really talks about being in a situation in your life that when you think about what your life is like, you can be proud of it because you don't sacrifice your integrity or your values to have the life that you want to have. And you have built a life for yourself that you are pretty happy with overall. And you're really feeling that. You're really noticing that on Friday. And then on Saturday, we have the Fool in reverse. Boo, boo, boo. The Fool in reverse. Okay. The best way to explain the Fool in reverse, Capricorn, is for me to tell you about the Fool right side up and then move into the flipped version, the reversed version. So when the Fool comes in right side up, what that's saying is that you have a situation that you know exactly what to do with this situation. However, what you know is not logical. It comes from that deep place inside of you that's connected to the cosmic information out there. And so it's not logical, and you can't justify it up here. You can't justify it in your own mind. And you can't tell your friends about it and expect them to understand it because it's not logical. It's sacred. It comes from inside. It comes from that part of you that's in touch with Great Spirit. Okay, so that whenever that card comes in right side up, you take that information and you run with it in spite of the fact that it's not logical. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's the beginning of a whole new journey where you're just telling God and the universe, I trust you to have my back. You gave me this information, I'm trusting this information, and I am trusting that you are going to honor me for honoring this information. But you didn't get this card right side up. You got this card upside down. So when it's upside down, it says that you've got this information, you know that you know that you know exactly how you're supposed to handle this situation, but it's not logical. And you are not moving forward with it. Instead, you're opting to go with the logical thing. You're going blocked in. You're limiting yourself to what you can conceive of here. Well, I've got news for you. What we can conceive of right here, very limited to what Spirit can conceive of in the whole cosmic universe. Okay? So, what I always hope for when this card comes in upside down for you guys, anybody that I do these videos for and it shows up, is that you will see this video ahead of time. You'll see the situation coming, and when you recognize it coming in, that you will take your free will and change this outcome, that you will go with that information that's coming up from Spirit inside of you and use that instead of keeping yourself blocked into the logical, because it's just so much more wonderful than staying blocked in. Okay, so moving on. Sunday, Page of Swords in reverse. Now the Page of Swords in reverse, what this basically says is that there is information coming up. This is stuff that you did not have access to before, information that was not at your fingertips. All of a sudden on Sunday, it is. Now you know some things that you've only kind of wished you knew before. So now you know this information. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Okay, so Capricorn, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please check out my website. Make sure I'm the right reader for you first. I'm at amista.info. That's amista.info. Once you found out more about me, if you still decide that you would like to have a reading with me, please go ahead and contact me. All kinds of ways to do that there. Once you do, we'll schedule a reading for you as quickly as we can. Everybody else, I will see you next week. I hope everybody does have a wonderful week, and for those of you who celebrate Christmas, I hope it's quite magical for you. Everybody else, I just wish you peace, peace, and more peace.